Hello, my name is Alex, and today we'll be speaking about the thing called quantifiers. Okay, so here you can see the list of them. So what we can see some, any, much, many, each, every, more, most, a little, a few, both, fewer, less, several, all, no, enough. So with count nouns only, we use not or not many cigarettes, for example, a few cars, very few trees, fewer books, several questions. With uncount nouns only, not much luck, a little cheese, very little experience, less time. With both count and uncount nouns, some money, some eggs, not not any water, not any friends, more most wine, more most people, all no work, all no children, enough food, enough apples, with singular nouns, count nouns only, each boy, every time, with plural count nouns only, both parents. So we'll speak more in details about each of them right now. So as usual, so I'll give you this theory, some examples, and then you'll have some time to ask me questions. Okay, as I understand, maybe some of you have trouble with, some trouble asking me questions in English. So if you have some questions and you don't know how to ask that in English, you can write them in Russian. I will understand. So I lived here for a long time, and I can read it no problem. Please ask me. Please ask me questions. Let's be more active. Let's be more interactive. Okay. So let's start with more details. So most of the quantifiers can be used without a noun. Yeah, most of them, except no, all, every, and each. Okay. For example, have you got any money? Not much, a little, enough, for example. Are there any eggs? Yeah, a few, not many. Have some wine, please. No, I don't want any. How many people came? Oh, very few. Have some more tea, please. I've got some. Did Anne or Sam go? Both, right? So most of the quantifiers can be used with of plus the, my, those, etc. plus noun. No and every cannot be used like this. For example, they took all of my money. Take a few of these tablets. Some of the people at the party started dancing. Were any of my friends at the party? Very few of my friends smoke. Not much of the food was left. I've missed too many of my French lessons. I couldn't answer several of the questions. I'll have a little of the strawberry cake, please. Okay, so one more time. They took all of my money. Or you may say they took all my money. It doesn't matter. You may use of, or you may not hear in spoken English, right? So they took all of my money. Take a few of these tablets. Some of the people at the party started dancing. Were any of my friends at the party? Very few of my friends smoke. Not much of the food was left. I've missed too many of my French lessons. I couldn't answer several of the questions or several questions. I'll have a little of the strawberry cake, please. All right. So next, both of my children are clever. Sorry, not were, are clever. If you have any children, I feel tired most of the time, and I've had enough of your jokes. One more time. Both of my children are clever. I feel tired most of the time. I've had enough of your jokes. Okay. So, for no and every, we use none and everyone or all. Again, for no and every, we use none and everyone or all. For example, none of the audience was listening. Yes, and meaning there are many people in the audience, so none of them was listening. Actually, a lot of people, okay, I heard many people saying none of the audience were listening, but that's not correct. You should use was. Yeah, it's singular. All of the hotels were booked. So again, informal written English, none is followed by a singular form of the verb. Yeah, none of none of the guests has arrived yet. Not have arrived, has arrived yet. But in informal English, a plural verb is possible. So you may say, none of my friends smoke, or none of the lights are working. But I myself would prefer using a singular here, right? I'm a teacher, so I need to speak well. Anyway, so please use singular here. Okay. No, when we use none with a plural noun or pronoun, the verb can be singular or plural. Grammatically, again, it should be singular, but people often use the plural when they speak. Yeah, none of my friends is coming. None of my friends are coming. Again, the correct form is coming, but some people say are coming, even native speakers. But I think it's just I don't like this. Anyway, now let's talk about some, any, somebody, or anything. So the basic rule is that some and its compounds like somebody, something are used in affirmative or positive sentences, and any in its compounds like anyone, anything are used in negative and questions. Yeah. For example, I need some help. I need somebody to help me. Give me something for my headache. I don't need any shopping. We can't go anywhere without being recognized. Is there any sugar left? Did anyone phone me last night? So one more time. I need some help. I need somebody to help me. Give me something for my headache. I don't need any shopping. We can't go anywhere without being recognized. Is there any sugar left? Did anyone phone me last night? All right? Okay, so speaking about some. So some and its compounds, like somebody, are used in the request or invitations or when we expect the answer yes. That's an exception. For example, here are some examples. Have you got some money you could lend me? Would you like something to eat? Did someone phone me last night? Can we go somewhere quiet to talk? One more time, the exception with some. Have you got some money you could lend me? Would you like something to eat? Did someone phone me last night? Can we go somewhere quiet to talk? All right. Okay. So any and its compounds like anyone are used in affirmative or positive sentences that have a negative meaning. For example, he never has any money. Right? We're emphasizing this. So this guy is, he's poor, or he's just mean or greedy. So he never has any money. You made hardly any mistakes. You're great. And I made the cake myself without any help. So I'm proud of myself. So I'm using any here to emphasize my pride. Okay, in that sentence. Okay. Any its compounds like anyone are used to express it doesn't matter which, who, or where. For example, take any book you like. I don't mind. Anyone will tell you 2 and 2 makes 4. Sit anywhere you like, or I eat anything. I'm not fussy, right? Again, emphasizing this. All right, so let's talk now about nobody, no one, nowhere, or nothing. Okay, so these are more emphatic forms. Okay, I saw nobody all weekend, right? Again, I'm emphasizing this, right? I've eaten nothing all day. They can be used at the beginning of sentences. No one was safe. Again, I'm emphasizing this, right? No one was safe. Nobody understands me. Okay, nowhere is safe anymore. We're being very negative here. All right. Okay. So one more time. I saw nobody all weekend. I've eaten nothing all day. Right. Again. No one was saved. Nobody understands me. Nowhere is safe anymore. So again, we're being very negative here. Okay. So much, many, a lot of, lots of, a great deal of, a large number of, and plenty of. Okay. So let's talk about this thing. So much and many are usually used in questions and negatives. right? So how much does it cost? How many people came to the party? Is there much unemployment in your country? I don't have much money. Will there be many people there? You don't see many snakes in England, right? One more time. Okay, with much and many. How much does it cost? How many people came to the party? Is there much unemployment in your country? I don't have much money. Will there be many people there? And you don't see many snakes in England. So this was much and many. Okay, so we find much and many in the affirmative sentences or positive sentences after so, as, and to, after those prepositions, right? He has so much money that he doesn't know what to do with it. She hasn't got as many friends as I have. You make too many mistakes. Be careful. One more time. He has so much money that he doesn't know what to do with it. She hasn't got as many friends as I have. You make too many mistakes. Be careful. Okay. In affirmative or positive sentences, the following forms are found. So it's spoken or informal English. There'll be plenty of food, people. Uncount and count. We've got lots of time, friends. Uncount and count. I lost a lot of my furniture, things. Uncount and count. And one more thing, guys. If you struggle with this, like much or many, okay, so for sometimes it's quite ambiguous, or maybe it's difficult to understand this, if you don't know which one to use and you need to act quickly, it'll be safer, well, not safer, but better, right, for you, and it's correct to use a lot of or lots of. Yeah, most people just talk like that because, again, if you use much, many, sometimes it sounds too formal. It sounds good. It sounds like an educated person is speaking. But again, so if you're not sure which one to use, just use lots of or a lot of. Okay. So let's speak about written and more formal English, right? So we use these forms. We use a great deal of money was lost during the strike. Uncount now. A large number of strikes are caused by bad management. Count. Many world leaders are quite young. Count. And much time is wasted in trivial pursuits. So it's uncount, right? So these forms are found without nouns. So next thing. Let's repeat written and more formal sentences, right? So a great deal of money, a great deal is formal, was lost during strike. A large number of strikes are caused by bad management. Many world leaders are quite young, and much time is wasted on doing nothing, right? So this is quite formal. Sounds quite formal here. So next, these forms are found without nouns here. So have you got any socks? For example, you're asking someone, so the answer is lots. Yeah, if you have a lot of them. How many people were there? A lot. And don't worry about food. We've got plenty, right? Okay, so the next thing we'll speak about is little, few, less, and fewer. So a little and a few express a small amount or number in a positive way, although there is only a little, but it's probably enough, right? Can you lend me a little sugar? A few friends are coming round tonight. Can you lend me a little sugar? And a few friends are coming round tonight. Little and few without the article express a small amount in a negative way. There is not enough, right? Very few people passed the exam. It's not good. There's very little milk left, okay? So again, one more time. So when you say a few or a little, it's not big number or amount of something, but it's used in a positive way. Few and little without the article, they're used in a negative way. For example, if you say, oh, I have a few friends here, which means like, okay, maybe it's like 3 or 4, and it's good. I like it. It's fine. If you say, oh, I just moved here and it's a new place, and I have few friends here. You say few without the article in a negative way. That means you wish you had more, right? Or for example, let's say you go to a bar, yeah, and your friend's asking, oh, can you buy me a beer? You say, look, I have a little money today. I can't buy you any beer, or I can't buy any beer for anyone. Anyway, if you say, oh yeah, okay, I can buy you a beer. I can, I have a little money in my wallet. It's not a lot of money, but still some, right? A little amount of it. Okay, so that's the difference. Now, fewer. Fewer is the comparative of few. Less is the comparative of little. I hear it all the time when people say, "Oh, less people were at the party." No, it should be fewer. Please use fewer for many and less for much. Please. A lot of people, even native speakers, I see it in movies, I see it in books. It's a mistake. A lot of people think it's not a mistake. It is a mistake. For example, so fewer people go to church these days. Count nouns. Yeah, I spend less and less time doing what I want. And count noun. It is becoming more common to find less with a count noun. Many people think that this is incorrect and it sounds terrible. Yes, I do think it sounds terrible. Don't use it like this. So now let's talk about all. So we do not usually use all to mean everybody, everyone, everything. Everybody had a good time. Everything was ruined in the fire. I said hello to everyone, right? But if all is followed by a relative clause, that it can mean everything. For example, all that I own is yours, or all I own is yours. So that is a relative clause. Okay, here, if we want to sound very dramatic and emotional, um, we would use all instead of everything. So all I own is yours. I spent all I earn. Yeah, this structure can have a negative meaning, expressing ideas such as nothing, more, or only this. All I want is a pair. Sorry, all I want is a place to sleep. Right? I'm so tired. All I want is a place to sleep. Give me that place. All I had was a couple of beers. Yeah, okay. Someone saying, "Oh, you had so much beer last night." You say, "No, no, no. All I had was a couple of beers." Right? All that happened was that he pushed her a little bit and she fell over again. So describing the situation in a dramatic way. Before a noun with a determiner, for example, the, my, this, both, all, and all of are possible. You eat all the time, or you eat all of the time. All of my friends, or all my friends are coming tonight. Before a noun with no determiner, we use all. All people, all people are born equal. Okay? With personal pronouns, we use all of. All of you, past. If we're addressing to a group of people. Well done, guys. I don't need these books. You can have all of them. All right. And the last thing we'll speak about is the difference between each and every. A lot of people ask me what's the difference, so I'll let's talk about it. So each and every, what is the difference between these two? Each and every are used with singular nouns. Each can be used to talk about two or more people or things. Every is used to talk about three or more. Yeah? But this difference is really blurry here. For example, each time I come to your house, it looks different. Every bedroom in our hotel is decorated differently. In many cases, each and every can both be used with little difference in meaning. We prefer each if we're thinking of people or things separately, one at a time. We use every if we're thinking of the things or people all together as a group. So each student gave the teacher a present. Every policeman in that country is looking for the killer. Okay, well, this is probably not probably. This is basically it. Sorry. So this is basically it. So I can stop here, and now, if we have some questions, please ask me. Don't hesitate. Ask me questions. I only see 2 people in the chat. So we have maybe 5 or 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please ask me. Don't hesitate. Ask me. If you want to have lessons with me, please contact me through the school. All right. So if you want to have lessons after the quarantine, after coronavirus has gone, please let's learn English together. So, okay, time for your questions. All right, at the moment we have only 2 people in the chat. Let's wait maybe 5 more minutes, yeah, to see if people want to ask me something, if more people come here and follow my webinar. So, let's do it. So, I'll wait for 4 more minutes, and if no one has any questions, or if no one comes, let's finish it and enjoy the weekend. It's Friday, guys. Okay, now I see 4 people in the chat. For the newcomers, guys, today we were speaking about the quantifiers. You can see them on the right. And so if you have any questions about any of them, please ask me here in the chat. And if you can't write it in English, you can ask me in Russian. Okay, I will answer in English with an explanation. But if you can't form your sentence in English, ask me that question in Russian, please. Okay, now I only see 1 person in the chat. So let's wait for 3 more minutes. Still 1 person in the chat. Still we have 2 more minutes. Okay, so 2 people in the chat. Please, guys, ask me anything. Anything. If you have any questions in Russian or in English, please. We can do it. You can ask me. Oh, 3 people. Okay, we have now more people. Three people. Come on. Does anyone have any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Again, 2 people in the chat. All right, so 1 more minute, and I think we'll finish. So, if no one's coming, Okay, well, no one is here, so we only have 2 people in the chat. Anyway, thank you for your time, guys. If you like that video, please, if you like that video, if you like me as a teacher, so you can contact the school and we can have lessons with you privately. And yeah, so have a great weekend. Stay home, don't leave the house. It's dangerous outside. Coronavirus is in the air. So yeah, have a great weekend and goodbye, everyone. Bye bye.